Hello again, and welcome back to Plant It, Grow It, Eat It. Last time we met, I had rented a little plot of land in a community garden at Mirando Farms in Fort Lauderdale to plant my own food.
Community garden lasts however long our season is, and in Florida, that's usually in the winter. So that's going to run from the end of August through to the end of May.
Wow, look at all of this. As I mentioned before, my home-based garden failed miserably. This time, I want to do it right. So I'm paying a visit to the South Florida guru of gardening, Karen, the edible gardening gal.
Is anybody here from my first class who brought their seedlings back? I'm a grow bag farmer. Those are called grow bags. Yeah, try to use your rainwater. Absolutely. You should do everything you can to try to save our resources.
I'm well aware that not everything grows in all climates. My immediate objective is to learn 3 things. What grows well in South Florida? How to prepare my garden for the growing season, and should I use seeds or starter plants? So I'm here with Karen, the edible gardening gal, and she's going to teach me today about how to garden.
There are certain plants that do better in the tropics than other places. Especially if you're a beginner gardener, you should really stick to the varieties and cultivars that grow the best in zone 10B, and that's our zone.
And that's our zone 10B?
10B. Actually, in the 1960s, the USDA divided North America into 10 different growing zones. These zones dictate what grows best in your particular area of the country.
I want to plant broccoli.
Perfect.
Cucumber.
I don't recommend planting cucumber. It's very susceptible to foliar diseases.
Kale?
Perfect.
Callaloo, of course.
Easy.
Tomatoes?
Small tomatoes are easiest.
Yeah, that's fine.
Good.
Cherries?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Carrots?
Yes.
The little fingerlings, the little ones, that's what I want to plant.
You want the little short ones?
Yeah, the baby one though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Parsley?
Absolutely. It's parsley.
Chives?
Yep.
Scallion?
Yep.
Mint?
Yep.
Can
okay.
I grow cantaloupe? No.
Very difficult.
Pineapple, yes.
Pineapple, yes, 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 yes.
Lettuce, pumpkin, and radishes.
Seminole pumpkin. Seminole pumpkin was cultivated by the Seminole Indians.
Can I grow squashes and zucchinis?
Not a good idea.
Not a good idea.
Very susceptible to
Cucumber,
foliar.
squash, zucchini, no.
No, not until you get really good at it.
What kind of soil do I put in?
I use something called black gold. It is gold. I mean, it's got everything in it. And I usually put a little calcitic lime in there too. Not dolomite lime. Don't use dolomite lime. Dolomite lime has magnesium and calcium. Then you're destroying your naturalness of your soil again.
Well, I'm not doing it without you, so.
Okay, all right. And then I use, natural fertilizers like rock dust. What are rocks made out of? Rock is made out of minerals.
Right.
This is rock dust right here. This is great stuff. I prefer to start with seeds in the tropics. First of all, when you start from seeds, this is called a seed starting tray. Mirando has implemented a seed starting kit, which includes one of these. It includes some seeds, includes a couple bags, grow bags, and some seed starter mix. Okay, so you get your seed tray, you fill it up with your seed starting mix. Now, the reason that you need a seed starting mix is because the soil you're going to put in your grow bags is really not light enough to germinate a seed. You can germinate a seed in there, but it's better to have control over your seeds, know where they are, look at what's coming up and what hasn't come up. So you fill it up to the top with your organic potting mix, which is very, very light. And then what you want to do is you put it in the shade because it's pretty hot out here in the sun.
Right.
So if you put it in the shade, in about 5 days, you're going to see a little bitty, somebody's going to come up. Yeah, somebody's going to come up somewhere all along this tray. Then you take the tray, you place it in the sun, and now you got to watch it because it's in the sun and it's going to dry out. It's August and September here, it's still pretty hot. The optimum thing to do would be to start your seeds in October, but then you lose 8 weeks of the season. Now I just want enough liquid in here to catch the bottom of the tray because it will wick it up and keep it wet. I water my seedlings with kelp water. It's like an algae that grows in the sea. Very, very nutritious. What I do is I take about 2 tablespoons of kelp and I mix it with a gallon of non-chlorinated water. Chlorine kills things and it will kill the microorganisms in your soil. If you don't have access to non-chlorinated water, what you can do is use the municipal water system from your tap, put it in a bucket, and let it sit for 24 hours. And what happens is all that chlorine will evaporate.
Okay.
So that's what you need to do. After it comes up and they poke their little heads up, it's going to be about 8 weeks. In about 8 weeks, you're going to be ready to transplant your little seedlings into bags. What I love about the bags is they're porous. The air goes right through the bags, and that's great because there's a whole vibrant, living community of microorganisms in the soil. The more the biodiversity, the better. They're like people. They create communities in here. The worms dig tunnels and paths. They do churches and temples and stores, whatever they do in there. This is a whole community. Yes, and you must take care of that. This is called mycorrhiza fungi.
Okay.
What this is beneficial fungi that works in a symbiotic relationship with your plants.
So it's organic.
It's organic, and it protects the roots of your plants, and in turn, the plants secrete carbohydrates and sugars for the mycorrhiza to eat. You want to reach in here and you want to stick your finger, just a little tiny drop, just a little bit, and just put it on the roots of the plant. You know,
Do I have too much dirt here?
Yeah, just to take some of the dirt off, you know. Just make sure just make sure you hit some of the roots. Okay, you got it, it's fine. Okay, and you're just gonna go like this, dig a little hole, place it in, and there's your plant. Okay. Okay, now we want to we don't want to make it too close because this is going to be a radish, and the radish is going to get about this big. Okay. So, yeah, there you go.
Oh, that basil smells so good.
And you pat the soil around it, but don't pat it, you know, hard. You always can keep it light and be sensitive to things like that.
I love to eat.
I see. Well, I'm glad I have a lot. Manja.
Can I bring a bag like this home and put it in so I can grow my herbs at home, and that way I can leave more space for my food at the farm? Because I know my herbs will grow if you know that you've taught me what to do, I know what to do.
You absolutely can do that, and you will be able to grow food at home if you get the bags. You can grow food at Mirando too, but you can grow food at home as well. So it's just completely up to you. Once you get the bug,
I want to grow everything.
You get the bug and you don't stop.
This is a lot to learn.
Oh my goodness.
I'm 52 years old, I've gone back to school, oh my God.
I've been doing this for 20 years. I have been waiting and wondering why people have not been doing this, just because for the fact that the food tastes so much better.
You know, I hear it all the time and I'm going, okay, so buy local. I'm thinking, okay, well, I'm supporting the local farmer, which is great, but it's really a much bigger picture, because if you buy local, then you didn't wait 2 weeks to eat what you're putting in your mouth.
Thank you, and goodbye. She's just got it.
So there you have it. I had no idea about any of this stuff. No wonder my home garden was a total bust. But you know, even with all this new knowledge I've acquired, I feel like I have gone from diapers to pull-ups. I still have so much to learn. Next time we meet, we go from practice to the real world. See you in the garden. These are like little horse pellets of doo-doo. I am not putting my hand in that, okay? Gloves need to be had before I touch that.
Touch it.
No, I'm not touching it. It's gross. It's not nasty, but I don't want to touch it with my hand. I'll put on gloves to touch that.
Connect with the land with the
I'm
earth.
gonna connect with the land with my glove. Touch the land with my glove. I'm not touching horse shit with my hand, no.